And so we gather from the ebb and flow of our lives, thirsty for connection to ourselves, thirsty for connection to others, thirsty for connection to the larger life. As we light this chalice, may all who gather here be filled with joy and hope, filled with compassion and love. Here may we be filled so that we may pour out into the world.
Good morning. My name is Margaret Rogers. I'm Northlakers Director of Lifespan Religious Education, and my pronouns are she, her. I would like to invite all of our children and young folks to come forward if you like with your bag or your backpack. You can come over here to see a little bit better and also to pick up our blessing charms in just a minute. And if you're online or if you're an adult, I'd like you either to find the bag that you carry with you in your mind, or if you brought one, put it here on your lap. Yeah, you can sit anywhere around here for this part. And this is our blessing of the backpacks. These words are adapted from Reverend Erica Hewitt. So, yeah, that's right. So we got lots of bags, lots of folks. Come on down. You can also do this from your seat. And just so that you know, if you decide not to come forward, that's totally okay. And if you're online, it's totally okay. We have a backpack blessing charm for you as well. There's some going to be outside here, and then there are going to be others at the drop box. So here we go. We carry our bags throughout the week for many reasons, right? Some of us are carrying books to school or class, and some of them are going to be used to hold our supplies for our online classes. Some of us may bring our lunches to school or to work. Some of us also may be taking our computers and our other supplies to the places where we work, or items for our children as we go about on our errands. Some kids carry overnight bags from one parent's house to another's and back again. Some people may have a bag with things like books or yarn that they might need to wait patiently. And some people may even have special bags for their dogs and other animals. So if you brought a bag today, go ahead, hold that in your lap or hold it in your mind right now. Whatever your bag is used for, it is likely that it carries the things that you think you're going to need in this moment. Pencils, snacks, computers, whatever. But there are other things that we could use during the day, and it's for those weightless and invisible things that we're going to add right now. Okay, so I have a few things that I would like to add, and then I'm going to ask you what you think should go to our community's bags. The first thing that I would like us to add is love. This congregation's love can support us in our journey. All right, folks, so this is the interactive part. Come on now, all of us gathered here and at home, gather up some love from wherever you're storing it and make it a nice pillow of love. Okay, are you ready? Now, toss that love to one another. I need to see those pillows of love, folks. All right, there we go, that's better. All right, you're gonna toss them to one another, and if you have your bag here, catch some of those. There's a lot of love, so this is gonna take a little bit of time. I see some more flying. Okay, excellent. So add that to your bags, right? That love is a source of support for us. Awesome. All right, next is bravery. Bravery for trying out new things in the coming year when the time is right for them. And bravery for holding our boundaries when being brave means being true to yourselves and saying, not now. So imagine your strength and courage. Where do you carry it? Where do you have it? Pack some up nice and tight and toss that into our bags. And if you've got a little bit of extra, toss it for somebody else. And if you need a little bit, carry a little bit more. So let's see that bravery go through. All right, I see a lot of bravery. Changing times, all the transitions call for a lot of bravery. Whoa, one was so big it even pushed somebody over. Catch it back up. All right, so we've got that tossed into our bags. Now is the part where I need you to tell me what else needs to go in these bags. So what is it that you wish we could put into your bag to take with you? And children and adults, everybody is welcome. Let's hear a few. You can just shout it out. Aranza. Perseverance. We're going to throw some perseverance in the bag. If you've got some, gather it up, throw it over there. Awesome. Kindness. Kindness is going into those bags. Yes. What else? Being kind. I heard one more, but I can't understand it. Caring. Caring and kindness are both going into those bags. And creativity, right? That helps us figure out our way through the different potential situations. So add that creativity in there. I want to see some creativity flowing. Creativity flows, right? Let's get that flowing. All right, there we go. All right, get those into the bags. Adults, you have your own invisible bags. Put that in there too, right? All right, is there anything else that we need to add? Leadership. Let us put in the ingredients for leadership into those bags. So think, what does that mean for you? Throw it up into the air. Make sure you get some in your neighbor's bags. Sharing. I hear sharing. We are going to be sharing. That's part of that kindness and compassion and offering of ourselves. Let's get some of that in the bag. Loving. I hear loving. Let's get more of that loving in the bag. Okay, and one last thing. I'm just going to invite you to whisper it into the air. Oh, there's one over here. Confidence. All right, let's add the confidence in. Find, where do we pull that from? I feel like it's right here in the kind of center, right? Pull that confidence in. Add it in for when it's low in your own body. All right, and our last thing, I want you to think, what do you need in your own bag that you would like to carry from this congregation? Think on it a moment, and I'm going to ask everybody to whisper something into the air, and all of that is going to flow forward and through and into our invisible bags and into our real bags as well. And while people are thinking of that, I'm going to invite everyone who's here around this table, go ahead and pick one of our backpack blessing charms as well. These are going to remind us of what we put into our bags. There will be some outside in the foyer as well for adults to choose from at the end. All right, now I've given you a moment to think about what you need and what you might be able to offer. Go ahead and whisper those into the air.
The folks on Zoom send you hope.
Take a deep breath. Your bag might not look any different. It might not feel any different. But the next time you use it, I hope that you will remember that we have added our blessings. Remember this: the Spirit of life is with you wherever you go. This congregation cares about what happens to you wherever you are. And if you need more love, more courage, or any of those other things, you can ask us for more.
It really is good to be here today and to see everyone here. It just brings tears to my eyes to see so many people back in person, and having our children with us is just a blessing. Every September, Unitarian Universalists around the country celebrate water communion in a similar way. People bring it forward, a gift of water, and pour it in our common bowl. This day is our ingathering Sunday, when we merge the waters from our separate lives, committing ourselves to come back together to start another congregational year. We use water in this ritual, noting that this is one of the 4 essential elements of this planet. Water is both a symbol of life and a requirement for life. All living things are intimately connected with water. Our water communion calls us to a higher purpose. It calls us to that purpose of looking forward and committing ourselves to the common life of this congregation. Just as our individual samples of water combine in this common vessel, it calls us to a bigger question. How do we each contribute to the larger community, making it more connected, more peaceful, and more friendly? What is it that you bring to our community? What will you share from your heart and your spirit during this coming year? These are the questions at the heart of this water communion today. I invite you to take a moment to reflect on what you value in this community and what you bring. Just pause for a moment and think. Perhaps it is a desire to attend worship more regularly or to listen to each other more carefully. Maybe you bring the gift of patience or a music talent you're willing to share or a commitment to teach religious education. Perhaps you can join a committee or volunteer to help when another member is in crisis. I begin this ritual today by pouring water into this bowl. This water has been waiting 3 years until we are together again. This is the water from our last physically present water communion. It symbolizes our history together that mixes with our commitment to our future. I'm going to invite you now all to bring forth the water that you have collected and brought from your individual lives. And if you forgot your water, that's okay. There is water in the back of the sanctuary, and I invite you to pour yourself a cup and still participate in this ritual. And as you pour your contribution, if you're inspired, Margaret is going to have a microphone, and you can share one word, speaking aloud what you intend to offer this year. This might be the word caring or the word music. And if you're on Zoom, please type your word into the chat box. Janelle will read these words into the space, alternating with those in the room. And if you are online and you have your water, you are going to participate as well. If you can hold your water up and pour it from one vessel into another so we can see your contribution of water in your space, I invite you now to come forward.
Hope.
Blue brings connection and trust.
Patience.
France brings community.
Intentional presence.
Killian brings peace.
Resilience.
Amelia brings hope.
Work.
Heidi brings humor.
Support.
Connections. Persistence.
Sandy brings patience.
Peace.
Listening.
Smile.
Friendship.
Hope.
Understanding.
Commitment.
Support.
Listening.
Friendship. Connection.
Support.
Strength.
Empathy.
Water.
Kindness.
Helping.
Peace.
Gratitude.
Hope.
Joy.
Service.
Thankful.
Linda brings connection.
Humor. Energy.
Love.
Compassion.
Janelle brings tech skills.
Spirit of life, may this water be a sign and symbol of your presence and power. For without water, there is no life. Wherever this water is present and however it is used in ritual, may this water be a reminder of the life-affirming power of our covenantal faith community, the sacredness and worth of each human life, and the power of love. Amen.
This water is sacred. It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured into it with intention and love, the many stories that each drop contains, the many lives surrounded in this unique moment, connected by commitment and faith. This water is sacred. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of you here with us. I invite you to join me in blessing the water today. After each of my blessings, please join me together in saying, "This water is sacred." And let's practice that once right now. This water is sacred. May this water continue to nourish this community with sustaining hope, that we journey together through ripples of growth and change. This water is sacred. May this water continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to save one another and the world. This water is sacred. May its ripples be a reminder that the changes and growth within this community bring movement and transformation to the world beyond our doors. This water is sacred. May its purity offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and to forgive one another when we make mistakes. This water is sacred. In moments when we are confused or uncertain, may this water bring us clarity and purpose. This water is sacred. In moments when the reservoirs of hearts and spirits are drained by our sorrow or our pain, may it nourish them in the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love. This water is sacred. May it be so.
I Say It Touches Us by Marni Harmony. I say that it touches us that our blood is seawater and our tears are salt, that the seed of our bodies is scarcely different from the same cells in a seaweed, and that the stuff of our bones is like the coral. I say that the tide rolls in on us whether we like it or not, and the sands of time will keep running their intended course. I say we have to go down into the wave's trough to find ourselves, and then ride her swell until we can see beyond ourselves into our neighbor's eye. I say that we shall never leave the harbor if we do not hoist the sail. I say that we have got to walk the waves as well as solid ground. I say that anyone who goes without consciousness of this will remain chained to a rusty anchor. May the journey find us worthy.
A trickle, a burble, a rush of water bubbling towards its destination, and finally the wide, endless sea. All rivers run to the sea. Today you brought water, poured it into a common bowl. Though our experiences have differed, these waters mingle, signifying our common humanity. Today you came and shared in this sacred community. May you depart this sacred space, hearts filled with hope for new beginnings, a fresh start. Go forth, but remember, return to this community, where rivers of tears may be shed, where dry souls have watered, where your joy bubbles, where your life cup overflows, where deep in your spirit you have found in this place a home. All rivers run to the sea. Go in peace, my friends.